So Kash Patel, 225 birthday, he is the FBI. Then you have the influencer Lola Dahl, and she's taken out. That goes to Kash Patel and Kash Doll, who reminds me of the OA series on Netflix with Riz playing the FBI that helps the OA in the spiritual realm. So then I remember, like, in my dream, there was twins, and they was born on the Cash App birthday, 4-4, when I told you about the Melvin family and the fires and the burning. So there was 6 girls, 3 in each tub, which goes to like 2, 11, 11, 11. Stranger Things. If you don't know, this is part 17. You have to go back. So this reminds me of December 20th. Capricorn begins December 22nd and ends January 19th. So it's like the goat and the fish. And Jordan Peele has a new movie, and it was originally named Goat, but it's about the football players. So when you're looking at this Capricorn, it goes back to like Lola Dahl. She had like a fake HIV test, and she spent some time in the British Virgin Islands for that. Which reminds me of Gina too, who has HIV or AIDS. And Kai Cenat being in my dream last night, and he has the same birthday as Gina too, December 16th. To the twins. So her name is like Lolita Calendar, going by Lola Dahl from Guyana. So the Virgin Islands and what happened to her. So I don't know when her birthday is, but this was posted on March 29th, but no idea when her birthday is. But this guy named Paul Davy Jr. tried to take her out. But it sounds like B613, the twins, 613 birthday, Beyonce, that Beyonce's twin, 613. Remember, they had their friend Heath Ledger, who played the Joker, born 4-4, passed away in 122, which we talked about. Sean P. Combs and his Julie Frida dancer tattoo on the back for like the Virgin Mary, or all that with the codes, which reminds me of Pennywise because the clown. And he played the clown in the Dark Knight, which Dark Knight was in my dream the other day, where they were in Aurora and they had a big Pum Pum on 720. In my dream was Austin Post Malone, Austin Richard Post, July 4th, Syracuse. So Syracuse, St. Lucie, December 13th, Taylor Swift. So he also played in the movie The Crow, in which the original Crow was with Bruce Lee's son. So Bruce Lee, 11/27 to July 20th. So it reminds me of like the Cash App founder. And St. Louis, Missouri, the football player, Taylor Swift dating Kelsey Travis, St. Louis, Kansas City, 4-4. And then August 9th with Sharon Tate and Whitney Houston passing away in the tub, like Stranger Things, the tub in Papa Legba, and then the Baron Samedi that we talked about in the other parts of this video. But his birthday being after December 20th, right before December 22nd, which becomes Capricorn season. So I give like Sharon Tate, and then FKA Twigs, FKA Sharon Shooter, the Uma Beauty girl who passed away. So like Kash Patel, Cash App, right? In my dream, Cash App, the twins, the Serpent in the Rainbow, British Virgin Island, Virgin Records, Aaliyah, on the Virgin Record label, passing away in a plane, and the plane, the person who was flying the plane, Aaliyah, passed away with. There was 9 people on the plane, and his birthday was 622, which was the day Virgin Airlines was founded. 622, which is 226 backwards, which is Erykah Badu's birthday, which is like Badu with Black Panther. So those are the connections with Lola Dahl, British Virgin Islands, the Jeffrey Islands, and artificial intelligence. And the 630 birthday decode connected to all this, which is B613, which is Scandal, Olivia Pope, Papa Pope, which goes into like February 14th, finding your soulmate, finding your twin, finding your twin flame, finding your higher self, and Blackstone Group, and the investments they make, and the connection to artificial intelligence. And the whole thing Wednesday Adam, and the whole thing with Lady Gaga and the dolls. And then North Carolina, where the Melvin family and those girls passed away, North Carolina, where he just moved when he came from Tennessee, Memphis. So Sleeping Beauty, Waking Up is what we're doing. The Aurora Borealis, and the Black Panther, and the clues, the Blues Clues. Just follow the clues. It'll lead you right to all of the things you need to do for this June 30th decode. So that takes me to the twins I talked about earlier, 816, which goes into Marasa Jamu, the twins, the shining ones. When you guys shine, then the sleep doctor, or Dr. Sleep Energy. September 7th, Post Malone was in a car, and he almost passed away. That same day, Mac Miller actually passed away. So January 19th, Mac Miller was born. He passed away September 7th, the same day he's in a car accident. And then August 21st, he's in a plane, and the plane almost doesn't land. So a lot of spiritual things were going on at that time. But the exact same day Mac Miller passed away, the exact same day he was in a car accident. And he was in my dream the other day. And so was that girl, um, Lola Doll. And so was Voodoo Bay. And we talked about August 14th, Catwoman, Halle Berry's birthday, August 14th. Also Boss Cam and Ritual with the pig. So that's that August 14th portal with the White Iverson. Remember this famous song? So the girl Lola's last name is Calendar. So I think about Mary Calendar, and the person that discovered it was born September 27th and passed away 1/7. So, and then June 13th, they mentioned this in the Wikipedia, which is B613. And they have California, Idaho, Nevada, and Utah. Utah, where Post Malone's from. Well, he's from Syracuse, went to Texas, now he lives in Utah. But September 27th came up before. We talked about Jenna Ortega's September 27th date, and how the Marasa Jamu are based off of the twins. Well, they related to the twins Saints Cosmos and Damien's, and one of the feast days is September 27th, which is Jenny Ortega's birthday, which is how the dream was with the two caskets and looking like this, Wednesday and Serpent of the Rainbow, which Wade Davis was make the movie for Serpent of the Rainbow, which was directed by Wes Craven. And then it goes with like the Virgin Airlines, Virgin Group music, and Brent, the guy who runs it. So going back to the calendar being last name of Lolita calendar, the Mayan calendar, right? And the Mackenzie, and like the girl Russell Mackenzie from, the Blues Clues and the Escape Room. Got Neymar, right? So 814 Bus Cam Ritual. The slaves meet in Mornay Rouge, like Moulin Rouge or like Baton Rouge. So that's connection right there. They're trying to get a seat at the high table. You have the Huxtable, the high table, Theo, the Warner Brothers, all of these codes coming in quick and heavy. So again, Lolita calendar, like the Mayan calendar, if you look that up, a lot of the dates come through like the 811, the 812s, like the Witch Hunters, Matthew Hopkins, and Helena Blavatsky. So December 21st, 2012, and when it's supposed to be complete. So March 14th is Christiana Rock, last name Malone, like Post Malone. March 14th, Simone Biles, which relates to 227 when you do the math, which goes to Leland Townsend, who's Michael Emerson, birthday's September 7th. If you watch a show called Evil, you know what I mean. But Larry Nassar is the guy that was accused of, doing all those things to gymnastics girls. His birthday is the same birthday as Christine and Isabel Maxwell. So when we're talking about controlling people, controlling energies, and controlling and connected to evil to target people based on birthdays and places, and this is that. Because Simone Biles, March 14th, and Jonathan Owens, he is 227 or 722, same numbers. So when we talk about Ghislaine from Paris, right, then Haiti, who was owned by France when they were colonized and they fought for freedom. We talk about the girl Lola, her name being Lolita and being in Virgin Islands. It's a lot of connection. It's like Bob Lee. It's a lot going on. Leeward Islands. So when you talk about all those girls passing away in in North Carolina, Queen Charlotte Sophia, and the energy with the girls and using them in the middle to get through the gates of heaven, it goes with like Saint Ursula. That's what the Virgin Islands is based off of. When you look at like Ursula, the Virgin Martyr, 1021 is her feast day, which would be like 1021, the 211, the 211, 11, 11, wake up. So it's the same codes I was saying earlier in all the other parts of this June 30th birthday decode, B613, Scandal, Olivia Pope. As you know, that goes right into what we're talking about, Ursula, Little Mermaids, the Singers, and Lemurians. And how CERN looks like big water slides and then like a big washer and dryer bottom. Like very interesting the way that the Large Hadron Collider looks and the connections to the names and the peoples. Going through like the twins, higher self, families, love of our lives. Her name has right on it, like Suri, Black Panther. And she's holding this golfing thing, which is like Papa Legba, B613, Beyonce twin 613, Olsen twin 613, the Joker, Lisa and the saxophone, Bill Clinton and his saxophone, Bill Clinton and Hillary going to Haiti do some voodoo, Mr. Burns and the Simpsons, and the Grady twins, like the Sinners movie, lots of twins action. This is where we're at right now. because June 30th is like 613, 6/30. So that's what's happening right now. Looking like the dog on the stick.